The case for Hades 2 to expand its builds, weapons. The first-ever sequel from Supergiant Games builds on the best aspects of the original godlike roguelike dungeon crawler in an all-new, action-packed, endlessly replayable experience rooted in the underworld of Greek myth and its deep connections to the dawn of witchcraft. List of weapons. Stygius, Blade of the Underworld, a sword that was once used by Poseidon. Coroncaht, The Heart-Seeker, a bow that was once used by Hera. Aegis, Shield of Chaos. The first Aegis that Zeus used. Varatha The Eternal Spear.A, a spear that Hades used. Exagryph, the Adamant rail. Battle beyond the underworld. As the immortal princess of the underworld, you'll explore a bigger, deeper mythic world, vanquishing the forces of the Titan of Time with the full might of Olympus behind you, in a sweeping story that continually unfolds through your every setback and accomplishment. Master witchcraft and dark sorcery. Infuse your legendary weapons of night with ancient magic, so that none may stand in your way. Become stronger, still with powerful boons from more than a dozen Olympian gods, from Apollo to Zeus. There are nearly limitless ways to build your abilities. Hades is a roguelike video game developed and published by Supergiant Games. It was released for Windows, Mac OS, and Nintendo Switch in September 2020, which followed an early access release in December 2018. It was later released for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X/S in August 2021. The player takes the role of Exagryph, the prince of the underworld, who is trying to escape the realm to get away from his unloving father, Hades, and reach his mother Persephone in the mortal world. His quest is supported by the other Olympians, who grant him gifts to help fight the beings that protect the exit from the underworld. He is also helped on his quest by notorious residents of the underworld such as Sisyphus, Eurydice, or Patroclus. The game world is divided between 4 main dungeons, each representing one of the regions of the underworld, namely Tartarus, Asphodel, Elysium, and the Temple of Styx, with each new region being unlocked upon clearing the previous locale. The game is presented in an isometric view with the player in control of Exagryph. The player starts a run-through of the game by trying to fight their way through a number of rooms. The rooms are drawn from a pool of predetermined layouts, but their order and the enemies that appear are randomly determined. The game has a hack-and-slash combat system. The player has a primary attack and a secondary special attack depending on their predetermined weapon of choice, out of 6, a magic cast that can be used from long range, a dash providing momentary intangibility and mobility which can deal damage when combined with an attack or boon, and a summon attack that can call tremendous power from one of the gods. Throughout a run, the Olympians will provide boons, each of which provides a choice of 3 persistent boosts and effects for that run that the player can select from. The boons are themed based on the Olympian. For example, Zeus's boons provide lightning damage effects and Poseidon's provide pushback wave effects. A sequel, Hades 2, was announced at the Game Awards 2022. The protagonist of the sequel is Melano, the princess of the underworld and sister to Exagryph, who seeks to defeat Cronus, the Titan of Time, with the aid of the goddess of witchcraft Hecate and other Olympian gods and figures. The game will first be released on Windows in early access, similar to the first game's original release, with plans to port the game to consoles.